Hello again, welcome to the Weatherbass. This time we are reviewing the Cabzone LE by A+ from a company called Shift Line. First we listen to it and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, so what is a cab sim? Well, as the name implies, it's a device that simulates the acoustics of a guitar or bass cabinet. And what's a cabinet? Well, it's the box that holds the loudspeaker. And this cab simulator works with IRs. What's an IR? It's an impulse response. And what is an impulse response? Well, it's very easy. It reproduces digitally the equalization and the acoustics of a real cabinet. So why would you need a cab simulator in the first place? Let's say, for example, you want to travel light, or you need to travel light, and you are creating a virtual amp. So you're using, for example, a compressor pedal, a preamp pedal, a cab simulator, and a DI box. That way you are controlling the dynamics of your sound, the color, the acoustics, and the quality of your signal. The sound engineer and your musician friends might laugh at you when you take out all your pedals and your virtual amp. But who cares? What you do is that you take a box like this. It's a Lele P-split. You split your signal. You send a clean signal to the sound engineer. He'll do his own magic. The other signal, you keep it for yourself. And you go through your virtual amp. So you will have control over your sound. And what does that imply? That implies that if you play with the right sound, you play better in a way because you feel better. This second signal that you keep for yourself, you can always send it back to the engineer. And if he likes it, he can work on that. He still has the clean signal on one side, but he understands what your idea of the sound you want is. The fact that you have all your pedals in front of you and you have direct access to your sound is, for me, the best solution in studio or rehearsing or looking for that sound that just blends perfectly with the rest of the band. If you do not have a bass amplifier while playing live, you can send your signal through this box to the PA and hear yourself properly and sit better in the mix. On this little SD card, you can upload 10 different IRs, more than enough to find your sound. In the front, you have the knob that selects your cabs. You have an output volume knob. At the back, you have an input pad selector 0, -6, -20, input jack, through jack, output jack, and then you have two mini jacks. One is for an auxiliary input and the other one is for headphones. On the side you have the power input and the SD card slot. There's not much more I can say about this little device. I've already talked enough. It's simple, and sometimes the most simple things are the most complicated things to explain. There's one thing that I don't like about it, is that you do not know when it's clipping. You have to hear it. Digital distortion is horrible. It would be nice if there was a little LED here to indicate that it's clipping, or perhaps many LEDs, like 3 greens, 1 orange and 1 red, but I don't know if that's possible to do, but that would be really, really cool. People from Shift Line, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please feel free to subscribe and give a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to do so in the comments section just below. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.